There you
Hi
are.
there, Mary, Corey, and we are live. Thank you, patience. We're super happy to have you here. This is your first time here on Drawventure. We are a once-a-month art marathon where on Drawventure Live we have awesome special guests like Nic and Gen who share us.
Hi.
Yeah, so let's have some fun today. So, ladies, thank you so much for taking the time and joining us here on Drawventure Live. It means a lot. So, can you share a little bit about yourselves? Starting off with Nic.
Okay. Hi. I'm Nic. I'm a pinup artist. I work in animation. Currently doing storyboard revisions and freelance animation for YouTube people. And that's it. That's me.
You're so humble. Your animations are the cutest.
Thanks.
Like,
All right.
I personally thoroughly enjoyed.
Okay, is it my turn? I'm sorry.
Your turn. Your turn. Go, go, go.
All right. So my name is Genevieve, and I'm a pinup artist too. I studied animation, but now I'm a full-time freelance illustrator, basically doing comics and illustration. That's pretty much it.
Ladies, like y'all are super hard workers. So how did you two meet?
We met on Twitter, in fact.
Did I totally cut out.
No, it's okay.
How long have you been like friends for?
Just a few years. We met on Twitter like 3 years ago.
Yeah,
Yeah.
3 or 4, I don't know, because we've been doing convention for maybe the past 2-3 years together. But yeah, we met on Twitter, and then at that time Nic was not living too far from me, maybe 3 hours. So we just met in real life, and then we just started I don't know.
Yeah, we actually decided to do CTN together first.
Yeah.
So Jen messaged me being like, oh, I want to go to CTN this year. Do you want to go? Let's split a table. They're super expensive. And I was like, sure. And then 3 weeks later, we thought, oh, we should meet each other.
And we already booked the table and the hotel and everything. It was well, I guess it could be great to talk in real life.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. And then CTN brought you two together, and what was first impression of each other?
I don't know. I was like, oh, she's so cute. I was like, oh, yay. Oh, that's because I don't think either of us had been posting pictures of ourselves or anything
Definitely.
online. So we were like, I have no idea who this person is, what they look like.
Fun fact, for a kind of a long time, I thought Nic was a guy. So yeah. But
yeah, here you are. It's let's go to the hotel. Let's go to the table. Yeah, I love it.
I think at the point where we decided to split the table, I knew she was a girl, but when I started following her, I was sure she was a dude. It was
Yeah. Sorry, my cat's going crazy.
So how was your first time taking together? Was it meant to be best experience ever?
Kind of, yeah.
I didn't heard the question.
Oh, it was what was our experience tabling together?
Oh, yeah, it was perfect.
Yeah, it was amazing. It was just oh, we should do this together more.
Yeah, exactly, and then that's what we're doing right now.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. How many conventions have you two done together since the first CTNX one?
We've done CTN for 3 years, I think.
We did that, and then.
And then now we're doing more and more. This year we're doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 together.
Yeah.
That's a good year.
Yeah.
They're mostly hardworking ladies. And oh, sorry, Nic.
Oh, you cut out. You cut out.
Yeah,
Okay.
I totally lost.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm the worst internet ever. So if I'm constantly cutting out, it is my absolute fault. I'm sincerely sorry. You ladies are totally carrying the show. So
Just start talking about other things.
Yeah.
catching yes, indeed. So you guys have been doing shows for quite a while together. So doing Cutie Corps collaborative project together.
Was the question like how we started?
Tartar sauce.
Like you keep cutting on like important part of the phrase.
Yeah.
National Internet Wide. So, you guys have been doing conventions together for a while. Was the Cutie Corps the first collaborative between you two?
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
Yeah.
Because the convention, we just basically split the table, so it's just to split the cost and like split the hotel, and also like not be alone at a convention. It's really great.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
And
Indeed.
like Cutie Corp is really the first time we're really working together, like really doing from something together, and
Yeah, like properly, officially, like
Yeah.
a thing.
So, where did the idea stem from to do Cutie Corps?
Well, it started when we decided to make the figures for the Kickstarter, and yeah, after that, well, in fact, we started the figures, and then we're just like, is it confusing for people if it's both of our art? So maybe we should create like a kind of company, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah, and then like as we were creating it, we realized we wanted it to like not just be a thing for us. We wanted it to be like a thing for like a lot of artists, and like to use it to like promote just like more awesome pinup art than like just us doing things together.
Yeah.
We need more of it. I am so glad the two of you have come together and decided to invest your time in something so fantastic, great. And it's just, you guys wish, or not even wish, like, do you guys dream about making more figures of people that submit their Cutie Corps, or own original characters?
I mean,
Well, yeah, go.
oh yeah, well like I mean that would be amazing. Like we've definitely learned a lot this time around as far as like figure making goes.
Well, the figure and the Kickstarter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we definitely love to do like more of it. And Cutie Corps projects, so we'll see.
Yeah, we have
Yeah.
another project too in mind.
Yeah, we've got a few things like already like we're trying to work them down, which is kind of crazy, but
Yeah.
Hi.
Do we get some goodies?
We got a kitty, I think.
Hi,
She's not leaving
gorgeous.
me alone. Come here.
I wish to be on the internet.
Yeah, she's stream cat usually when I'm on Twitch. She just like comes and sits in my lap.
Oh.
Has Twitch been helpful in promoting your Kickstarter?
I don't know. I think maybe. Like people were definitely like I was working on the Kickstarter video because it's an animation. So I was working on that on Twitch for ages. So I think that was kind of helping to maybe keep the hype train rolling, but maybe not like from Twitch specifically, but more from like YouTube and like tweeting about it and like releasing like little bits on Tumblr and stuff. So probably like more that way than like just on Twitch, because my audience on Twitch is still like I'm still just a new babe over there.
But also we were not mentioning what it was for. Like,
no, it was just always like a secret project.
Yeah. Like it was a secret Cutie Corps project, but that was it.
Yeah. So.
I'm very curious. What was a lot more difficult to launch, the Kickstarter or getting the ball rolling with producing these figures and getting like the first example or like, prototype?
The Kickstarter, I would say.
Yeah.
Like the figure is but the figure was pretty not easy, but like we just basically give them drawings, like a turnaround of the character and the pose, and like they were really easygoing and just like, oh, here's a sculpture, and then we're just like, oh, maybe fix this, and they did it.
Yeah, it was amazing. It was like just working with the utmost of professionals, definitely. Like they were awesome.
Yeah, while the Kickstarter was like a lot of things to think about.
And it was all self-driven, and we were stressing ourselves out and totally like out of our minds. Like, what if we can't do this? What if it doesn't happen? And then it just happened immediately. And like, yeah. Oh, it was crazy.
Yeah.
Well, like super high fives to both of you ladies. You guys did an amazing adventure.
Yeah.
That is a stressful thing. Yeah, to pout.
Like, oh god, yeah.
You juggle both. Now it's like you guys are what percentage of your Kickstarter?
We're almost at 200.
Almost 200%. It's 199%.
Yeah.
How do you feel? Is it like real?
Totally.
Oh, it's crazy.
It's so crazy. It's so amazing. It's so like thrilling, and also like a lot of, oh god, now what do we do? Like, it's a little stressful that way, but
we were not expecting it to like finished in like one day. Like not even 24 hours. Like less than 12 hours. We're
less
just
than almost like just over 6 hours.
It was about 6 hours. It was like what? But we were just expecting to maybe have like at least 1 or 2 weeks to think about our stretch goals and just you know have time to sleep and those kind of things, because we didn't really sleep before that.
Yeah, and like plan more stuff like this, because like we needed to like get the word out, and we needed to like find other audiences, and because there was no way.
Oh, it's done. Now I guess we have other problems.
Yeah.
There's so much action. Like it's just so fast. And what has been like the biggest highlight other than hitting your goal on Kickstarter? Like what has been like, I am so happy to be doing this whole project.
I don't know. Like
when we've seen the figures, the picture for the first time, it was really like a big like, oh my god. Like
we were shocked at like how much they looked exactly like what was in our heads.
Yeah.
Like they look fantastic.
Oh no, they look amazing.
Holy moly, that.
Yeah, they're exactly what we wanted them to be. Like mine's getting its decals now-ish, so it's gonna be I'm really looking forward to seeing it with like all the tattoos and stuff. It's gonna be amazing.
What are you doing? Why?
It's okay. Just ignore her. She'll never go away.
So what's next on your plate for Kickstarter? I know you guys are like, very anxious to start the fulfillment process.
Oh, like to get things rolling with like this?
Yeah.
Like the well, I mean, as soon as possible, like getting everything to the printer so that they can just start actually making them, to make sure they can get to us in time to get out, or get to wherever we need to send them in time to get out. And then it's gonna be like planning my little Montreal trip so we can like package all the prints and stuff, and
because we might like ship all the figures to my place, so it's just after.
Yeah.
Like, we'll come here for a weekend or two, and then we'll just be packing. Maybe drinking wine and packing, though.
Definitely drinking wine.
That's pretty.
But yeah, it's like everyone that was talking about the Kickstarter too, they were just like, "Have you thought of the shipping?" And I was just like, "Oh God, yes."
Yeah, like we have.
Yeah. it's going to be long.
How are we?
Was that probably
Sorry.
another big challenge? Was publishing videos?
Oh yeah,
Uh-oh,
like
did I cut out? I'm totally lagging hardcore today.
yeah, you cut out a little bit there.
I would say I'm assuming that shipping these figures is a huge challenge right now too.
Yeah, we're almost like looking into other means of just making sure that like they can be getting out efficiently more than like just us and our boyfriends in Jen's house.
But yeah, we're looking into solution, but like for now we're not planning on like shipping everything before probably like December.
Yeah.
So we still have a lot of time to like plan all this.
Yeah, and prepare and just like we decided December and like fulfillment by January because that was like I can take time off work like for Christmas if that's like a thing and just spend Christmas in Montreal and
Yes.
figure this out. Like Merry Christmas to us.
Oh,
We're packing things.
so I know you guys have a lot of awesome print rewards from other artists. I remember Babs was on there, one of your most recent ones. They're all beautiful prints. Would you guys ever consider like a stretch reward to be like an art book of all collective Cutie Corps characters?
Well, not for a
tiny little
stretch
art
goal.
Yeah, not for a stretch goal because that would be too much work. But like we were talking about like other Cutie Corps project and like doing an art book would be one of them basically.
Yeah, like an art book anthology. If people want to do like little Cutie Corps comics or something, like yeah.
What's wrong with you?
Sorry, that's me talking to my cat.
He's on fire.
I know. Oh, fine. She's being a little jerk. It's okay. Sorry to everyone who has to listen to my cat meow into a microphone.
Love, it's all they want. So, how are the submissions for all the characters? Are they like simple and strong? Websites that they am I cutting? I'm totally cutting out.
You're totally cutting out. You're totally cutting out. I feel like you can tell by the expressions on our faces. Waiting with bated breath to see if we can hear the word that will.
I was just like hearing like one word sometimes, like what? Trying to make sense out of it, but.
Pure frustration. Okay, so let's talk about Nic's character. Where did your final character, that whole concept, what was your idea behind it?
Like my like punk girl thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's her story?
She was actually like one of the first girls I kind of drew in like what became my style during like a daily draw. Back in 2013, I guess, 2012. No, it must have been 2013. It was the first year for CTN. So she was in like my first book, and then I've always like really kind of liked her, and I wanted to bring her back to be the cover girl for the third book. And then when I drew that, and then we talked about having figures, I was like, oh, I already drew that from like the front and the back, and I really like it, and like I really like her, so this is it. Like this is my figure. It's a no-brainer. Like.
What has it meant to be, and I bet that's so rewarding to see her come to life. Something that you invested so much love.
Yeah, no, it was so amazing, and I'm still like I look at the figure like they send us rotations. I look at it from all angles and like from every angle, like this looks like my drawings. Like it's so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. And my figures was just like. Oh, what?
Oh no.
I'll tell you about my figure.
Yeah, do that.
Yes.
Okay. It's okay. So, well, basically, like, one of my sketchbook is, it's all like cat ladies, and it's still my favorite sketchbook, even if it's like probably the second one I ever made. And I don't know, like I had so much fun doing all those little cat ladies, and I was just like, oh, like in my head there was like this one that I made that was always my favorite in the book, which was like the last one of the book. And I always thought like if I ever make a figure, I would love to be this one, you know? So it was like when I drew it, I was just like, it would just be amazing to see it as a figure. So that was just like a clear choice. I was like, I know it's this one.
Oh man, I'm super excited to go on over to go Kickstarters and like get both figures. I'm just like, I want them now. It's gonna be
I want them now
for so long.
I want it.
Yeah, I want it, but
Ooh,
it's to be shipped right there. Well, mine soon, so I'm just like,
Yeah. It's gonna be so good.
yeah.
we actually have a Q&A question in our feed. For those who are first time here on Google Hangout or YouTube, you're more than welcome to head on over to Google Hangout and submit a question through the Q&A app. And our first question is for Yanni, and his is, what is the process for making a figure? Do you have a 3D printer? So do you mind sharing the step-by-step process of getting a figure done?
Yeah, for sure. So like we said, we shipped it off to a company, I Love Figure, and we just gave them like our 2D turnarounds and the pose and like detail shots where we wanted detail, and yeah, they just gave it to a sculptor. So they were all like, they were hand sculpted originally. It looked like out of wax.
Yeah,
I'm not
it
sure.
like wax because it didn't look like I don't know.
Yeah, it didn't. Yeah, and it was all like very smooth, and we had to approve those. And then they cast them and did. So what's on our Kickstarter is like basically the color key.
Yeah.
It's like the test paint of each of the figures.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're producing them through a big company and have no access to anything 3D printing. Sorry, my cat's going crazy in the background.
She's adventurous.
She's very adventurous.
It's adventurous. Helen was like going back and forth with the company to like get all the colors correct. Was it a very extensive process, or was it like it just miraculously all worked out?
Like how long was the process, or?
Yeah, like
just corresponding.
Yeah. Well, we've started it basically like I think we sent the drawings like in December, I would say.
Yeah, something about December, like November, December.
I think it's like or the end of November or December, and then we got the like the final sculpt were approved probably like around.
I feel like March.
Yeah. And then like once it was approved, we got the master just like seriously pretty much the week before the Kickstarter launch. It was perfect.
Golly, making it quick.
Yeah. No, it's been crazy.
Yeah. Gosh, I could only imagine. Like that's just like a huge project to deal with. Both it's costly and like you can't really have mistakes. How is Oh my gosh, I just forgot my question. Oh, and these are all hand painted, correct?
Yeah, as far as I know, yeah.
Yeah, I think so too.
The tattoos on mine are going to be decals, so that's going to be the only part that's not actually like painted. Just because they wanted to be able to guarantee that like the lines would be crisp and the shapes would be right and consistent on every figure. So
that's fascinating.
Yeah.
Is that like an extra cost yet, or?
I think in the end, because mine is technically, I think like more expensive if you like break down the numbers. So and it's because I'm pretty sure of the decals.
Yeah.
Because they have to like go through another company too, I think.
Oh, okay.
So I think it's not go through. So what generally would like rack up the cost on creating a figure? Like, is it the size, the
I think there's probably a balance. Sorry, you cut out, so I'm just going to start answering what I think the question is.
Thank you.
There's like probably a balance between like size and intricacy, like mostly height and like how much space it takes up, I think. And I'm guessing there would be some sort of like, again, like the cost for the decals, or if it was like a really detailed paint job, I can imagine like it would have like a higher cost. But I think mostly it was just like their actual like physical height that was like the base.
Also, the complexity of like the thing they have to sculpt too, because like our prototype were not the same price.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess like if like, and they're pretty simple, so I guess if there was like, I don't know, like capes everywhere and like a lot of details to sculpt, like really big air with a lot of details, I would assume like the prototype will be more expensive too.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If this is like not too personal or like revealing too many details, how much would one expect to invest in making action figures, or just a collectible figure? For both
it was I think like the prototype were, I don't remember, like around 1,000. Right?
It was around 1,000 each because we just split it. Yeah.
Like mine was a little bit more expensive for the prototype, but for some reason I don't know.
Yeah.
And after that, I would say it's about how much was it? Like 7,000-8,000 for 50 of each.
Yeah, for like a whole run or something.
Yeah.
Like it was.
Yeah.
Our initial goal through the Kickstarter. Yeah. The initial goal through the Kickstarter was like very much like, and this is how much it'll cost to like ship these to us and then like ship them out. We just wanted to make sure we'd be able to like make some. We just really wanted to make them. Yeah.
I am so bummed. I'm coming up so badly.
Oh no, you're gone.
Your sadness. Oh, internet, me not like you at all. God.
Oh.
We have another question.
We do.
Maybe we can answer that one.
This is for James. How did you decide on the medium for the actual figure, resin, vinyl, etc.? I believe these are resin, correct?
Yeah,
Our resin.
We didn't really shop around for companies. We just because when we were at New York last year, we saw the guy right next to us had figures, and we just like, and they were really nice quality. So we just asked him basically where he made them. But even like, we didn't really know what was the material. Like
No.
They're good looking. That's it. That was our.
Yeah. So in the end, like, basically, I Love Figure was like, for these figures and to like mitigate costs, like this is what we would recommend, and it was resin. So we were like, you know, like you guys know best. You do this for a living, so that's what we'll make them out of.
We are in your hands. So now that you're doing this project to the end of the year, do you guys hope to do another round of action figures afterwards? Not action figures, but collectible figures, because I'm sure people will love to have all the figures.
Well, yeah, of course, we want to make more.
I really want to make more.
Yeah.
I'm already so excited. I haven't even like held it yet.
I know, and like just also like seeing how well the Kickstarter went, it's a little bit less stressful to decide to make more. Like, like we kind of saw there was a demand, maybe not a demand, but like people wanted to like help us make them, so it's exciting for that.
Yeah. Oh, it's really nice.
I could
Oh,
put.
no. Oh, there you are. You're back.
Hey.
Hi, 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 welcome back. Or maybe me, welcome back.
Yeah.
Oh, lordy. Okay.
Oh, no.
Oh, we have another question.
I
Maybe.
better think of another question in case Tori lags out again, is the question.
You're the best. Thank you. You're saving my butt. Golly.
Oh,
Yeah,
dear.
I'm gonna be the official lag host for this today's session. It may be horrendous, but I'm incredibly thankful for both Nic and Gen for saving my butt, and Yanni. Thank you, Yanni. I completely just missed like 5 minute chunk, and I'm like, what happened?
Oh, no.
Okay. My question was asking about any future figures, and then I heard something about other people, and then I just lost it. I so lost it. I'm sorry.
No, we were just saying that, like, definitely yes, we want to do it. Like, it's been so exciting. Yeah.
Have you guys ever consider like for those who are submitting their own designs, would they ever have like they can put their own money and then like they could have like a nice collection so it'll be like easier to make figures? I don't know, possible. I don't know. I'm just idea.
Yeah, I don't know. It would be hard because like the prototype cost and the production cost is still like an individual thing. Like we didn't get any
Yeah.
discount by doing it like two together. So like the different designs would probably have to be like even if there were like 5 designs or something, it would have to like that would have to be like the whole of it. Which is a little too
Yeah.
bad.
It's expensive. It is a pretty penny. And like there's so many designs on the website right now, especially Gigi's.
Oh, Gigi's is so cute.
Yeah.
Forgot what she named figure. It's so cute. I'm like, I want that as a figure so badly. Well, I hope in the future.
Yeah.
Oh, we have another.
Question?
Oh no. Okay,
Yeah,
so
we
we have
do.
a question from James. Who were some of your biggest influence in your art styles? Nic.
I think we basically have the same one though.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like we grew up like the more we're like, oh, this person, oh, that person. It's like, yeah, I know, I love all those people too.
Yeah.
I know who they are.
So basically, like bill pressing, which we tried to have as a guest, like for a Kickstarter, but it was
Yeah.
really nice, and it was
He
just
was
like,
so
I'm
sweet.
sorry, I can't do it this time. I was like, oh my god, he wrote back.
I know, we were like, he replied.
Yeah.
And so yeah,
That's sweet, but still, that's a nice thought. Yeah.
I know, it was so
And yeah.
sweet.
Yeah.
I would say like also Chain Blinds,
Yeah.
which was amazing. Who else? Well, Bruce Tim, and you know,
Oh, yeah.
all those guys.
I love
That's
Yeah, the old Playboy artist, like,
yeah.
yeah. Oh, yeah, the old Playboy cartoonist, like, I think Bob Tupper is, like, the name of, like, one I really, and then, like, the classic,
I know that's one of my favorite too.
yeah, and, like, the classic, like, the Jansen ads, the Gil Elfgrins, all that jazz, and we both took that all and went through animation school and came out the other side.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
Okay, I'm here. I think I'm here. I think it'd be cooler. Aye. Thank you, James, so much for submitting your question.
Yeah,
And this is another one from Yanni. Oh, also, hi, James. Oh, no. You lost the question.
I think it was about transitioning from 2D to 3D
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
in the designs.
Say it because we haven't sculpted.
Yeah, like,
They were really good.
they were really good. I think surprisingly, oh, there it is.
Oh.
transitioning from a 2D design to a 3D is difficult? Did it take a few tries, or did you nail it right away?
Yes, it did. Well, for mine, yes.
Yeah, yours.
Except for the butt.
Yeah, the butt on mine was a little oversculpted. And they give her nostrils, and it was the most terrifying thing to see, like, this little tiny nose with, like, little tiny, like, skull nostrils in it. And I was like, please take them away.
I think it was great though.
Oh, the butt. The butt was great, and
Yeah,
I made them tone it down a bit.
Yeah, but mine there was some problem with the face. Like I think it took like 3 different try. It was just like small thing, but really hard to explain.
Yeah, her cheeks were too chubby and too round, and it was making her look childish.
Yes.
So we had to get them to like.
The what?
It's me.
Oh.
I love you.
Oh. Oh no. Oh no, you're gone forever.
Bye.
You're here. It's okay. You're back.
Or maybe not.
Oh, maybe not. Oh, it's not moving. Oh no. Quick, shit. Twitch.
Oh, there, she's back.
That's your question.
Or no, I think she's gone again.
Oh no. Oh, she's moving. She's moving though. Oh, you're moving. No, you're moving. You're here. You're here.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, it's okay.
That's utterly
Funny.
It's really funny.
Sadness. Okie dokie. So I got completely cut off. We're talking about. I'm frustrated.
Oh.
Next time,
Okie
go
dokie.
to a Starbucks or something.
It's been choppy audio. Not your fault. Totally my fault. I am just like. Okay. So, let's talk about. We got awesome styles down. We talked about the production of the figures in Kickstarter, and that you guys accomplished a huge amount already, and that's just like blown away. And so what's another thing like figures? Do you kind of feel that drawing? You just want to like sculpt everything now, and that it's just kind of like how's the conflict, or is it like all one happy family?
I think we missed the first part of the question.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was just mainly thinking about is now continuing illustration and animation. Do you feel that you just want to go more in the direction of producing figures, or do you still have like the same love for animation?
There's definitely like the same love for like I think animation illustration, but I think it is like seeing the Kickstarter do this is kind of making me want to go more like full freelance or like full like not necessarily doing a studio job. Sorry, job, I love you, but just because it's really great to like see people reacting to our work and something we made, and like no one else has had anything to do with this except us and well, like the people we chose to have stuff to do with this. But it's been really like satisfying to see a project like this take shape and like really take off.
Yeah.
It's been amazing.
Like I don't think we want to make like definitely more figures. It's mostly like do more project and just have more of our own project. Yeah. Oh, she's just gone now. Oh.
Oh no!
So
Oh no! No, she's back. She's back. It's fine.
We could just, like, abandon ship and just run off and do your two things together and have it explode. I want to see more personally.
Yeah. No, I mean we will probably do more at some point, but I think our next project we'll probably be stepping away from it for a little bit.
Yeah. And we
trying
might try to include more people, in fact.
Yeah, like a lot more people.
Ooh.
Yes.
Yeah.
I got cut out again.
It's okay.
We do have a serious question, though.
I see that.
I'm okay with a serious question.
I'm okay with the serious question.
Woo.
Oh dear. This is what I get for inviting Twitch.
I think I got cut out. Am I alive?
You're back. You're back. Are you back?
No, I don't think so. Oh.
I think I literally got
It's like
cut out. Hello, ladies. Am I alive? Am I
You're
dead?
alive.
If I'm
You're
dead,
alive.
go like this. Corey, you are dead. Cool it. There we go. Computer finally registering everything. So, serious
Yay.
question: why is Nic such a meme? There we go.
I don't know. I don't know, man. I'm just a fun-loving cat mom. Just trying to draw sexy ladies and make my way in the world.
Aww. All the love, all the love. Now, by drawing sexy ladies, do you ever feel that others like, why do you do that, or like they just have like you should be doing something else? Like, do you guys ever get those feedbacks from other folks or artists?
I mean, I think both of us are drawing women who are being willfully sexy versus just characters who are sexualized. So I think it's the autonomy in like our drawings and what we want to promote that sets it apart from being like some weird like I don't know, anything. Like I think what we do is amazing and empowering, and I think if anyone has a problem with it, they're just probably a different type of person than I am.
Like, I think it's like my favorite part about Cutie Corps that it's it isn't. Oh, Jen, are you there, or am I cut out?
I'm there. It's you're not there.
Yeah. You're kind of
I
back.
did cut out.
It's okay. It's okay. You're back. You're back. No? Yes?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you too. Jen, go.
Hi.
Oh no.
I don't know. Is there a question? I know.
Just the question I was answering was like, do people like respond to our art in a negative way?
Okay.
Because we're drawing sexy ladies.
Well, at convention sometime I have the comment mostly like from because we both have like a cartoon style, so kids are kind of drawn to like the colorful and like cartoon drawings. So sometimes you'll have parents being like, "Oh no, don't look at that." It's like because they see naked ladies, but they're not like I feel like we're doing really tasteful things, and it's not. I don't know. It's just different kind of way people are educated and stuff, I guess. But like I don't feel like when I look at my drawing, I don't feel like it's sexy, but it's not sexualized or anything, except if I wanted to make it that way. But yeah.
Yeah.
Aww. I like how flirty and fun it feels, and absolutely like just making it more acceptable, and that we don't have to like look away if we see a sexy lady. We can like, she's awesome and she's rocking it.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
Oh, we have a few more questions in our queue, and this one's from James. And how often do you hope to be releasing new Cutie Corps projects?
I would say I don't know.
Yeah, we'll finish that question. So it's how often do we hope to keep releasing new projects? And I feel like we have a plan that within the next 365 days we'll probably start going into motion. But I don't think it's something we're consciously trying to do like every year.
We don't have a schedule, but like we might start another one for next year, but it's not like definite. Like if something happens, and maybe it's in the next 2 years. But we know we want to make something soon-ish. Like once we finish packing all those figures and shit.
Yeah, these need to be out of our lives before we do anything.
Yeah, Yeah. Once it's shipped, now we can think of something else.
And then we can like start thinking about it. So.
Or would you do it through a different platform?
Pardon?
Oh, would you do, like, if you're the next project, would you want to do it through Kickstarter again, or would you do it like on a separate, either an own setup online store to do pre-orders?
Well, Kickstarter was great.
Yeah.
I guess it depends on the project too. But if it's like to make other figures or to make a book or whatever, we'll probably go through Kickstarter because it's just an easy way to say we need that much and to be sure to have it. So.
Yeah,
Okay.
we would definitely do a shorter campaign this time, or
Yeah.
like next time.
Just
It would be like just 24 hours. Just 24 hours. Get it while it's hot. No, probably like 20, 25 days instead of going the full month. Just to get things in motion sooner.
Mm.
Do it while we're still like really hype and excited about it too.
I'm really excited for years, and I really, really hope that there will be even more coming out sooner than later. Personally, I want them all. I personally want an art book because the two of you have beautiful art books. I think I'm missing one adorable, and I picked up one from New York Comic Con for both of you last year. Do you have plans on doing more of your own personal art books?
Yeah, we've been doing them yearly. So I have one from November of last year, and then I'll have one for I guess probably Thought Bubble this year is where we'll release them.
It really depends of time too, but yeah, that would be nice to probably have a new one for like probably New York or I don't know.
It'd be nice. It's not necessary, but
Yeah,
it would be nice.
Just we won't go crazy over that and like stress ourselves with it.
Right.
Yeah, we still have more Kickstarter art to do.
Yeah. Manage like you both have like your day jobs, and then you go home and you do your own personal art, and you're managing this Kickstarter. And Jen, you have the tattoo gig on the weekend too. Like, how do you manage to juggle it all? That's a lot.
Yeah, that's a lot.
It's a lot. That's it. It's a lot.
We're just always working.
It kind of. I mean, sometimes it sucks, sometimes it's amazing. Like, right now, it's amazing. Like, the Kickstarter is fantastic, and, like, holy shit, this is awesome. And then sometimes it just, like, really sucks, like, when we couldn't talk about the Kickstarter. And we're, like, just pedal to the metal. Like, I animated 1 minute and 45 seconds in, like, a couple months, and that is a lot to do on top of a full-time job. Even though the animation's really sparse, like... Yeah, I'm planning on taking just a bit less time to do like a 15-second intro for a YouTube channel by comparison. So to work comfortably and make sure it's like a good quality.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love them. I could watch your guys' Kickstarter launch video on repeat because it's so charming. The two of you did beautiful like voice acting in the pop, and it was just, if you guys haven't watched it yet, please head over to the Kickstarter and just amazing animation. It's just so cute.
Aw, thanks. But yeah, I don't know. Jen, how about you?
Also,
or
for what? For the time?
Yeah.
Yeah. How do you
it's
juggle
just crazy. I have nothing else to say. Really, it's just like it's just right now. It's just a lot of things to manage, but. At the same time, that's kind of why I left my job in the first place, is to be able to do things that I really wanted to do. So, like the tattoo thing is just like it's something I wanted to do for a while. So, like, but right now, sometimes I'm just like, why am I doing it? Because it's like basically another job on top of my other job, and it's like, ah. So yeah, it's a lot, but it's okay.
Yeah. It's fine.
Yeah.
Everything is fine.
There's some secret that we need to know how to make it all work.
Oh,
Yeah, but I just like I think it's just like you just need to know when you're working that much, like how to like understand when you're too tired to work, and like stop at that point, and then just say, okay, now I just can't take it anymore, and just I need like a weekend off or something.
yeah, no, that's really important. Like I have a not like a motto, but it's just like I only work when I feel like working, which
Yeah,
sounds counterproductive, but you get so much more done, and
yeah,
you burn out so much more infrequently when you're like, oh yeah, I'm in the zone, it's time to go, like let's work on this, and you get like 5 times as much done, and you just go. And sometimes I work way too late because I'm like, no, I'm in the zone and I'm gonna keep working. Um, which sucks because, as you can see, I'm in the bedroom. And another person does live here, so like. But
Dude, stop working. Hang out with me, I bet.
sometimes. But it's also like, and then sometimes you go like, you know what? I tried working. I'm not getting anything done. It's time to stop. It's time to relax. It's time to recharge and take care of myself.
yeah.
So that I.
Often do you
How often which?
How often, like, do you actually do take breaks? Like, do you make sure to keep it efforts? Like, I'm gonna take like a day off this week or two, or make sure I only work to like this amount, or do you guys just go full throttle, no breaks?
You kind of just feel it, like, oh, she really froze. Oh,
Yeah. No.
but I
Yeah.
you just really feel it. Well,
Yeah.
personally, I feel it. Like I know, like sometimes I'm just like I'm just too tired to do anything. So in those times, I'm just like, okay, tonight I'm taking like the evening off and just like doing nothing, just nothing, or just like going out and seeing people, and that's it. I don't know. I just feel it. So it's like sometimes I can. Pardon me. Okay, but sometimes I can go for like a lot of time with just working, and then
Yeah.
after that, like a couple of days, I'm just like doing nothing. So
Yeah, and there's
I
definitely
always
a
feel
mix.
that.
You feel what? Sorry, you cut out again.
Oh no, it's like I always feel that as illustrators we have to like work, and that it's sometimes hard to take a break because if we're not taking a break, then all hell breaks loose, and that we should be working. It's like the guilt.
There's definitely
'Cause
that.
Yeah, there's so many
Yeah.
projects to do, and so much that we want to
I
create
know.
that where
Yeah,
we
there's
draw the line.
always the guilt like when you're not working.
You kind of just have to like get used to it and push on, and remember while you're doing the thing you like, you're like, I am sitting with people and drinking this beer because like this is what I needed to do tonight to be able to be like to do all the things I want to do. Like this was necessary. It
Yeah,
was
exactly.
not necessary. Like I've just called friends before and been like, we're going out now. And they're like, what? And I'm like, no,
Happen.
now. Like we're going.
Aw, that's adorable. Ooh, we have a fun question in our queue. This is from Tyler again. Awesome. Thank you, Tyler, so much for submitting your question.
Thanks.
Are there any forms of artistic representation that you're interested in looking into if you have the chance to, i.e. TV shows, games, etc.? That one's actually been plussed up 4 times, so we're definitely...
It's
Cool.
people are interested to know.
We want to know all about it.
I don't know. I would say maybe
Yeah.
comics. And now like I'm doing tattoos, so like if I can do my pinup as tattoos, that would. But
I'm
yeah,
so
otherwise
excited.
like. Me too. But I already worked in game, and it's really not like a thing I really enjoy, but I don't play games, so that doesn't help. And yeah, TV shows, I'm not really animating stuff, so yeah, not for me.
Yeah, I mean, I work in TV and I have worked in games, so I feel like both of them have been kind of like the curtains have been pulled back on them, and I know how they work a little bit too much, maybe. Um, but I'm just definitely into. Sorry, I'm like watching my Twitch chat go with the guy who asked this question, and he's like, "It's for daydreams. Don't answer it seriously." But I'm going to anyway. um, but yeah, like I mean, the figures were definitely like that's something I was really interested in, just seeing what would happen, because I didn't know if my drawings worked in 3D. Like I have worked towards having such a crazy simplistic graphic style that like I don't know if that's like possible to do, and apparently it is, which is crazy because like I had no idea.
Pretty.
Yeah. Ugh. But yeah, I don't know. Like maybe short form like animation or something. I'd love to get into doing more producing animation on Twitch and then like uploading it to YouTube kind of thing and like seeing how that goes.
I thoroughly enjoy your episode in real time and how much effort goes into each shot, in each movement, in each character and line. For those who haven't seen it yet, both of these ladies have an awesome YouTube channel, Animation, so please check it out after the show. Like, thank you too so much for both putting in hard work and sharing it.
Yeah, thanks.
Oh,
Mhm.
oh, I'm pretty curious about this question too, because I felt the need to draw both characters. This is from. How does it make you feel when people try to recreate your artwork? I know for me, attempting to draw Tori's beautiful girls has been the most amazing way to.
Okay, so the question finishes to re-immerse myself into art.
Yeah, well, like I can understand your point of view that drawing someone else's style help you like maybe get better at drawing and stuff. But like from the other side, like I don't mind if someone like says I've been inspired by this artist and like it helped me practice, you know, that's totally fine. But like when people just recreate it and don't mention it's like an homage to you or whatever, that's another story. When they take all the credit for something you did, it's basically just stealing. So
Yeah. No, I think the spirit of the question is more just like when people are like drawing, like a fan art of your work and being like, this is like something that Jen drew that I liked and I drew it too.
Yeah, no, I think it's totally fine. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's super. I think it's super cute and fun. And
yeah,
I'm always
on Instagram.
Yeah.
He's back. But yeah, I get a lot of those on Instagram, and like it's always fun to see. Sometimes like it's like younger people and stuff, and just like, well, it's good, you know. If like I wasn't drawing that good when I was like 12 or something.
Oh God, me neither.
Wow, I totally feel that. I'm like, wow, you're just in a few years, you're gonna just blow me out of the water. Just
yeah, always.
Well, that's you need to draw for yourself, not keep like drawing someone else's drawing. But yeah, like I really don't mind when people are practicing, like redoing my drawing, which doesn't make sense.
Yeah, like I used to or well, I mean there was assignments at school where you had to too, but like I used to redraw a lot of like shank lines and like bill pressing just like for myself to figure out how they were using shapes and like what they were keeping and what they were leaving behind when they were making their like strong design choices. And that definitely helped me to like find my own voice. I feel like it can't not help you to find your own voice. It is kind of doing it yourself and like looking at it and doing it and looking at it, I feel like is kind of a fast track to like understanding how people are doing and like what other people have learned and then taking that for yourself.
Yeah. It's just basically learning from artists that inspire you, so it's good. But if you post it somewhere like on Instagram, just you need to mention it's based on someone else's art, though.
You do.
Cool. I'm personally super excited because I love all y'all characters, and I'm like, I want to draw them, but yeah.
Do it,
Like,
do
oh,
it.
so
That'd be so cute. Oh, I would love it.
I also like
it's like
some people on Twitter and stuff like drawing like the same drawing in different artist style, which I think it's a really good idea. It's not like to copy what I'm drawing, it's just like to recreate the style, which I think it's really a good idea to practice in.
Yeah, a couple people did like me and us, and it was like really cute, and I loved it. It was amazing.
Yeah, it was amazing mostly because like it was like I think it was like a self-portrait, the one that it was both of us.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh cool, like she took something she did and then like just redrew it like in different styles. So that was really interesting to see.
Yeah, and looked good.
Yeah. It was
I know Nic, you mentioned doing master studies back in school. Do you still keep up nowadays, even though you have such a crazy workload between day job, Kickstarter, and then everything in between? Do you still take the time to still learn new styles, new techniques, or is this something you want to do more of? Did I halfway through that?
a little bit of that one.
But I think we got the flavor.
Yeah. I think
like that.
But I think it's not like not that I really take the time to like learn new things, but it's just I'm always like interested in learning new things. Like recently, I was more into like using Copic marker, so which I didn't really do before. So I was just like trying to understand that. Well, like learning the tattoo is like learning a complete different like tool. So so basically, I guess I like learning new things. Yeah.
Yeah. I think after a while, like, I think especially both of us, like, really, we draw in a very definitive, like, style.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, for me, I, like, get bored of it. So I just try and, like, push it and change it in a way that, like, makes me happy.
Yeah, the same.
And, yeah, and to, like, develop new things and work on the things that, like, I'm not as good at, that maybe this thing will become fun if I start being good at it.
Yeah.
So, like, I've been learning how to ink recently and doing originals, which were never a thing before. Ooh, I've never done that before this year. So that's been cool, learning how to, like, use a brush pen and stuff.
Although, in case those haven't seen it, I just recently posted one of Nic's Wonder Woman from which comic con was it?
It was probably Heroes.
Was it? Yeah. Okay, yeah, and like it was so pretty. I love the original Wonder book that I sometimes just want to like buy the whole thing and walk away.
I mean, please do.
That's really fascinating to hear that inking is relatively new for selling originals at conventions. About conventions, we actually have another question from James, and he asked, do you all have any fears about your work, such as convention bootlegs or resales of your originals at a markup?
I've never thought about it, really.
Like, what is bootleg? I'm just part of me. I don't know what it is.
Like if someone was just like printing off, like they'd found your work maybe with a watermark on it, maybe they'd removed the watermark and they were printing it and selling it at a convention. Or selling originals at a markup, like reselling your originals for more money.
Yeah, that. I don't know.
I feel like we're not big enough yet to have that.
Yeah, we're not big enough. Like, I got some art stolen for like T-shirt and stuff, which isn't really like it's not a good feeling. Like original at the markup, like I guess it could happen at some point. Like art can be trade, so like
Yeah.
I wouldn't be really shocked like if at some point I get like we both get like really big and like super famous that
Oh yeah, as we will.
sell our stuff for more. Like it only makes sense. Well,
Yeah.
well, like I wouldn't be shocked, but bootleg is so not the same. Like this is just stealing your art and making money out of it.
I mean, I'd be pissed. I don't have a fear about it. I feel like any of the ones where it would happen, we go to anyway, so people would like find us.
Exactly. And, like,
yeah, I was like, that's really cool that you're upset, but it's not like it's an active fear that it is limiting like more art creation. You're gonna do what you love, and who cares? Like, if someone does steal it, your fans are gonna be like, I know what you did wrong.
And people tell us like right away.
Yeah, I got a few of those like that happen, like people making T-shirt and stuff with my drawings, and like it's people that follow me that emailed me saying like, hey, this is weird, you know, and it was like, did you do it or not? So yeah, and well the answer was like no.
Yeah.
So, it's good to know that,
but it's truly
that people are following. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like they want to support you, and they will go to you. And I think that's awesome, and that's like true joys of being an artist nowadays, and on social media being there for you. I love it.
Yeah. No, it's really sweet. People are really great.
Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah, I never had like major problem online. Like so far, like internet has just been a really good space to promote, and people have been really like engaged in what we both do. I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you say Twitter is like your favorite platform, and that's pretty much like how your artwork spreads?
It's my favorite, and it's not how my artwork spreads.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about Twitter. I really like
a little bit.
Yeah. No. But yeah, like definitely like Twitter is my favorite way to interact with people because it's quick. Like there's no one's expecting more than 140 characters from you. So it's really easy to like interact with people and interact with fans and like involve them in a conversation, which is great. But I think art-wise, Instagram and Tumblr are both like just way more for actually spreading the art. But people who want to see me as a person get to do that like through Twitter and through Twitch, and I think those are like my favorites for actually being able to interact with people.
Oh, that's so cool.
Pretty much
How about you, Jen?
It's pretty much the same thing. I don't use Twitch that much, but yeah, I'm really more into like Twitter just to talk to people and connect with other like artists or like other people in general. And like Instagram is pretty much my favorite. Like Tumblr, there's a bunch of things I really don't get about it.
Yeah.
But there's like a few things I'm just like maybe it's like too like a younger crowd or something that I think there's a part that I don't get about Tumblr. But Instagram, I find like even when I go to convention, people have been really like, oh yeah, I follow your stuff on Instagram, and it's more, I don't know, I think people really look like and follow a lot of artists on Instagram. Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like when people figure out that there's like a few artists on Instagram, their world just explodes because there's so many artists on Instagram.
So much inspiration. I'm so thankful for how like you just click on one and then you get like 10 more and you're like all the inspiration.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Actually, this is a fantastic question. When she asked, do you have any recommendations for fending off art blocks and keeping yourself inspired to create art? Sorry if this question has been asked. I just got 15 minutes ago. Well, welcome, Ashley. Thank you for joining us.
Yay. Hi.
Jen? any recommendations for art blocks?
I don't really have any. It's mostly like just always keep working, and like when you feel like you don't have any inspiration, just like go read books or go see movies or go outside, and I feel like the inspiration will come at some point. I don't know, but I feel like the more you create, the more you get creative. That's
Yeah.
one way I have like absolutely no good answer to that question.
Jumpstart, like you need a little kickstart to get going, but once you're working, making some art, and then the rest of it starts like flowing, right?
Well, I think so, and like I often find that the more I'm busy with a bunch of things, the more I have ideas to make new things, and it just like I need to write them down at some point because I'm just like I'm too busy, but I have all those other ideas I want to make. So
Yeah.
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 What about
No.
Nic? Because you mentioned earlier you create when you feel like you have the energy and you like I want to create something. So what about
Yeah.
you for fending off art blocks?
No, totally. My like reaction to an art block is always to try and power through it and just like you just draw something and it's shitty and that's fine because it's on the computer and you can just delete it. Like you don't need to save it for later. And you just keep going like that. And if you are hitting a wall there, again, it's like I said, like I create and I like do things when I feel like it's going to be productive to do them. So that's probably my biggest hint to take a break is an art block. Is like you have been working too hard. You need to take a step back, play video games, go for a walk, see your friends, like find something to like give you your inspiration back or give you your energy back.
Yeah.
And then you just try and power through it again. And if you can't power through it again, then it's like, well, back to square one. Like now you still need to be taking care of yourself. Like
And I feel like I'm not stressed about it. Like I'm never in a position that I'm just like, wow, I'm in a big like art block or anything. Like I'm just always like, oh, I'm too tired. I'll do something else. Like it's never like a bad thing. It's just like sometimes you're pretty creative, and after it's normal to recharge your battery at some point. I feel.
And you didn't just like magically forget how to draw. Like it's not it's not like the skill just left you. Like you have learned this, curated it. Like it's gonna be here in a couple days when you get your shit back together.
Yeah. Cool. To take that a step further, I'm not sure if this has ever been an issue, but have you ever experienced an art block that lasted like longer than a week, maybe a month or 3 months? Would your approach to just get back to work or push your way through it, is that still hold true for a very extensive art block?
I mean, yeah. I would say, I think through most of Adorabelle's...
Or that was totally never...
Oh, no. Like, through most of, like, Adorabelle's 3, or I know it was one of my books, that I was like, November's coming, and I said I'm releasing a new book, and I still haven't done anything, and it's August, or it's September, it's like really creeping up, and it really was just like, okay, let's draw thumbnails. So I think it was 3 because I ended up thumbnailing out all of 3, all like 48 images or whatever. And then I went, okay, like these thumbnails are so tiny and blobby that like I can't fiddle over them. They look fine. It all looks fine. And then I started blowing them up and going like, okay, how do I feel about like this tiny sketch now? And then that kind of helped me get back into it, and it took off the pressure of thinking of an idea every time I opened a canvas, because I did all the ideas as like dumb little shapes, and then they were done. So.
Oh, really cool. Very cool.
Yeah, so that was kind of how I like.
That was a true treat to hear the behind-the-scenes process for your art books.
It's the first time I had done like a full thumbnail process, and I will continue doing it because it was.
They're a good idea.
It made it so easy.
Yeah.
It made it so much easier.
Yeah.
How about you, Jen? Any tips or tricks for very extensive art blocks that may last more than a week or a month?
Well, I feel like the only moment that I wasn't creating for myself was mostly when I was like working like or having like a lot of contracts or like working full time and maybe having contracts at the same time. So it was like a big lack of time and energy also at the same time. So yeah, I feel like mostly just like resting can help and just doing things that you really want to do or like when I'm too tired to actually draw, I would sometimes just like start a movie or a TV show and then just sketch in my sketchbook like doing something that I know have no importance. It's just like okay, I'm just doodling for myself, and sometimes then gets like yeah, it's just like okay, now I've done a few drawings and I feel more creative to do other stuff. So yeah, I'm.
Yeah, I used to draw on sticky notes a lot too because it was the same feeling like they're just disposable. Like you'll just throw them out. So even if you do a great drawing, you take a photo of it and move on.
Yeah, that's awesome. No, thank you, ladies, for sharing some tips. They're like really helpful. Like, I'm definitely going to keep doing those in my book. Greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much, Ashley, for submitting your questions.
Yes,
we're going to have a few more. For those who are just joining us now, you're more than welcome to head on over to Google Hangout and submit a question through the Q&A app. Our next one comes from James, and he asks, what are your favorite conventions, and also what are your next conventions?
I would say New York Comic Con and Emerald City Comic Con are my two favorite in the last the last convention we did. Yeah, otherwise, next convention we're going to San Diego in like 2 weeks. Yeah, I know, it's exciting.
It's crazy.
For the first time. Yeah, I'm going to Fan Expo Toronto in September. Then we're going back to New York Comic Con in October.
In October, yep.
Yeah, and then Thought Bubble in England. Leeds in England.
Leeds, yeah. So those are our next ones. I'm not doing Fan Expo. I'm just gonna like be Jen's booth babe and get her food and stuff.
Yeah, because we were supposed to have like a full table, but then they cut to half a table, so.
Yeah, so I can't crash the party
anymore. That actually answers. That's a bummer. Would you two do more Canadian conventions? Because I know a lot of the conventions you do are in the United States.
Yeah.
Well, the funny part is, it's actually like usually cheaper for us to go to the States than it is for us to fly in Canada.
Yeah, because like if we want to fly to Vancouver, it's like it's more expensive than to go to LA. So it's just like I guess we better go to LA or something like that.
Yeah. And so like the American cons tend to be bigger, so that it's like if we're investing the same amount of money, we tend to go to the bigger conventions because we can see more people that way. Which is really silly because. Oh no, go.
Oh, but I feel like sometimes the people like the artists are a little bit more interesting too in the U.S. Like the people, the guest artists mostly, it's just like I think like not everyone goes to Canada, so we don't always have like good guest artists. I guess it depends which one, but yeah.
Yeah.
That's so interesting. Because I was actually hoping to go to Canada for a few conventions because I've never been up there, and doing Comic Cons is an excuse for me to travel. But
same for us, yeah.
Yeah. It's would you say your fan base is bigger here in the United States than it is in Canada?
Yeah,
I think so. Yeah, almost definitely.
Yeah, from like the sale on my Etsy, yes, because like I need to look for my taxes and then check one are from Canada to have like the taxes on them and everything. And it's, I would say, like, on my Etsy, it's about like 10% are Canadian, and like others are everywhere else. So I'm just like, all right.
That's so fascinating. Wow.
Yeah.
Holy, it's and I know with recent Canadian Post, that must be a huge issue with fulfilling orders outside of the country.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
for now, I
Well,
just
in general, just yeah.
my shopping vacation. So.
We're just hoping it won't
Aw.
last too long. Yeah.
I'm hoping for the best.
Yeah.
Gosh, that's for hope perspective, because it's half my orders are in the States and the other half are outside the States, and wow, that's really cool. So, yay. So we're gonna end this Q&A session with a silly question from Yanni, and he asks, "Do you have a favorite type of cheese? If so, what do you like to pair it with?" A lighthearted question. No favorite cheese, maybe no cheese lovers here.
I'm a big fan of brie. I do really like the brie with a good compote. And maybe some nice white wine.
Oh.
It sounds like a good night, am I
More
right?
wine, all the wine.
I would
Yeah,
go
absolutely.
the cheese curds, like in
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
that's
cheese curds are so good.
so good. But it's
You
only
guys don't know what you're missing.
yeah. Yeah, it's I think it's like cheddar or something, but it's just like little ball of cheese, and that's how you make the poutine. It's like you put that cheese on the poutine, but like
Oh,
when you
it's
just
so
eat it
good.
fresh like that, it's so good.
It's so good. I could eat a whole bag of just cheese.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, you went away.
Uh-oh, did I
You're
zap
back, you're
out?
back.
Good, you're good.
Yeah, I'm here. Gosh, I feel like I've been like in outer space this whole stream. Sure. Alrighty. Well, thank you all so much for your fun Q&As. Ladies, I'm super happy that you are joining us here. You guys have any awesome words of advice to bless our amazing viewers today to continue on their art adventure? Jen, any words of wisdom?
Yeah, I would say just like keep working like a lot. Like it needs a lot of time of drawing and everything to get good at stuff. That's normal. But also like really work on things you want to do, not just like do things that people think it's better for you to do. So really like just I don't know, just have fun and create as much as you can. That would be my biggest suggestion.
And Nic?
Yeah, I would say like my biggest thing would be to say like I don't think that there's any such thing as talent. Like it's all practice, it's all skill. Like if it's a practiced learned thing. So like keep practicing, keep learning, and you will like become talented. Like that's how it works, and you have to be like always learning. So that would be my big thing.
Oh no, two beautiful pieces. So guys, keep on trying, keep on working, invest in what you really love to do. And as Chris does, it does come with overtime. Talent, not all going to have it in an instant. What we do does take a lot of effort. Gosh, you two are just so adorable. I love it. Any Weasels, to check out both of their Kickstarter if you guys want one of these figures, because I believe they're only going to order a very, very small amount. So definitely head on over. The link is below in the description. And do give them a follow on Instagram and Twitter. They are super sweet to follow on Twitter because they're just so much inspiration. You guys post all the time. It's like, oh, hey, Jen, that's great. And I'm like, oh, that was fun. And I'm like, let's do our work day, all cheerful. So thank you for doing all the lovely things that you do. And definitely don't forget to check out their YouTube channel. Honestly, it's awesome. I'm so tempted just to go off a whole week just to binge watch every episode that they have posted. So, until next time, do you sign up for the newsletter so you know what happens next if I completely cut out during this whole spiel. You guys just ask me on there. So, thank you again, Nic. It has been a true pleasure.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Oh, it was my honor. I'm probably totally cutting out.
You are, but we saw a wave and happy and.
There we go. All right. See y'all later. Thanks, guys. Until next time, keep on drawing. Bye.
Bye.